Hey guys, Gavin Seim here, and today we're going to look at how to use Lightroom presets in Photoshop as well as in Camera Raw, Bridge, etc. Now this is a feature you're going to see after Lightroom 7.3, and what's going to happen is you can come into Lightroom as always, you install your presets, you can say, hey, let's run a preset and work with it in Lightroom. We have that raw workflow environment. Now, in Lightroom, you can still go to that preferences and you'll see that there's the Show Lightroom Presets folder. This is where we've installed presets for years. You click this, you open it, you see your developed presets and you put your folders. And I have some various Seim collections in here. What's gonna happen in Lightroom 7.3 and later is when you put traditional Lightroom presets folders in there, they're actually going to update when you restart Lightroom. So when you restart Lightroom, you're gonna see those folders and it's gonna say updating. The presets you're seeing here in the develop panel in Lightroom are actually not in that develop presets folder anymore. You can put presets in there and they'll be upgraded, and then they're actually going to be moved to the Camera Raw folder. And so if I actually show in Finder after right-clicking on a preset that I've installed, we're gonna see that all of these folders have actually been upgraded to Camera Raw and Settings, and we can see those same presets and they've been converted to XMP. In practice, you still use presets the same way in Lightroom, but the beauty is now we can go into Photoshop or Camera Raw and we have full access to those same presets. So let's actually switch over to Photoshop here, and here's a portrait. Let's actually go into Camera Raw with this. If I go to Filter, you can see that I can go to the Camera Raw filter. I can open it up, and I can come in here and I have the Camera Raw settings. Very similar to like what we see in Lightroom, because the basic engine between Camera Raw and Lightroom is the same. I can adjust settings here, and I can also just go over to the Presets tab, and in the Presets tab, I can just apply whatever I like, and you can see that I can mouse over, I can get the previews, all that good stuff, and I can just apply whatever I want from right here, okay? So I can apply a preset and then click OK, and it's going to commit that preset. Now there's a difference though, when we're working with a layer in Photoshop, we're doing these destructive edits, okay? And in Lightroom, we're doing this batch workflow, ditto for raw files in Camera Raw. There is something else we can do though, and that is to make the layer a smart object. So we actually can do non-destructive edits by taking the layer to a smart object. And at that point, if we apply the Camera Raw filter, it's gonna be done in that non-destructive way. So let me just apply the same Camera Raw filter here. I'm just gonna go in and we'll just apply a simple preset from PW5. And there we are. Now we see that it shows up as a smart filter, and we could actually click on that, which is pretty cool. If I double click the Camera Raw, it will bring it up and I can adjust things around. So the non-destructive element, while it might be a little bit slower working with that smart object, is very cool. Now there's another way that we can use presets as well, and that is now from directly in Camera Raw, accessing that from Bridge. And you can actually do batch work in here. Some people prefer using this method over Lightroom. Let's say I have a group of raw files selected. I can actually just right click, open those in Camera Raw, and again, we'll see that same window, but now we have more than one image, okay? So now we can go in, I can go to my presets, maybe I wanna do something with natural HDR, and say I run the Simply HDR or the HDR landscape on this, right? And so I can change that, but I can also select a whole group of images here in the film strip on the left, and I can just come in here and I can apply this to a group of images, hit done, and we're gonna go right back into Camera Raw, and we've edited those raw files. And of course, those are also non-destructive because we're working directly with the raw file here, unlike in Photoshop where we've essentially opened a copy of the file. So we can see by the little symbol up here at the top that these files have had raw adjustments, and we can actually go down and we can clear those settings, copy those settings to other photos. And so we can actually have a fairly good raw workflow in here. Okay, so that's 3 different ways that you can use your Lightroom presets. You can use them like you've been using for years in Lightroom, but we've had a lot of requests for people saying, hey, I want to be able to use these effects in Photoshop. Now you can do that in Photoshop by just going right up to the Camera Raw filter, and those same presets that you installed will work. And of course, finally, you can use them directly in Camera Raw from Adobe Bridge. This isn't gonna work if you're on a version of Lightroom older than 7.3, and you also wanna be updated to the latest Camera Raw version. Now there actually is a 4th place as well, but it's also Lightroom, and that is Lightroom CC, or Lightroom Cloud as I like to call it, because it gets really confusing talking about Lightroom Classic CC and Lightroom CC. You can apply those presets in Lightroom Cloud as well. And so there's a nice synergy there of just everything crossing over so you can maintain that workflow. Being this was just released, I do want to note people experiencing, some glitches and bugs, and we assume that Adobe will be fixing these things soon. One of those things you might notice is if you are using Lightroom Cloud, when you go and restart it, all your presets might not be showing up like they did in Camera Raw and in Lightroom. If you don't see them here, you actually can just import the presets and go to those source. So here's my Camera Raw folder with all those presets. Let me select, for example, Power Workflow 5.21, and I'm just going to import that, and you will see that it will just pop that set right in here. If you've just upgraded and you're noticing some issues, just manually import them. I hope this helped you guys. I hope it makes your workflow a little more versatile, that you can use the presets everywhere. Of course, you can check out our preset packs, which will make your life much easier over at seimeffects.com. I am Gavin Seim. Hit that like and subscribe button and keep following along as we make more videos for you guys, and we will talk very soon.